happen. This is what dreams are made of. We got this. Hi, guys. So, welcome to Chat E on a Wednesday. This is not super common or just like hasn't been, but from now on will be taking place. Wednesdays will be focused on different food concepts as well as like creators and artists. So just kind of switching it up a little bit. But this evening is going to be wonderful. Thanks for being patient. And I actually have 2 episodes tonight, so stay tuned. This will be fun. Hey, girl.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? So sorry. Sometimes I forget that other people don't know how to do this, so that was totally my fault because I didn't explain it to you properly.
No problem.
How's it going?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. This might be a crazy question, but Canada is the exact same time as Eastern Standard, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, depends where, but we're
Most places? Okay, awesome. Well, I'll start off with a little introduction and then give you a chance to introduce yourself as well.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of Chat E. Chat E is an opportunity for young entrepreneurs, content creators, and people just doing cool things to share about their businesses, kind of let us all know how they got started and what inspires them to push day in and day out, even when things get hard. So I'm super excited. Tonight's guest is Kiana Gomez, who is the CEO and founder of the Cocktail Bombshop, which are fizzing cocktail bombs for your drink. She is located in Montreal, Canada. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, and everything that happens with her business is taking place there, which is really cool. I'm in Maryland in the United States. We're not crazy far, I don't think, but also not super close. So it's really awesome to have you. I'm glad we connected, and I can't wait to hear your story about how you got started with your business.
Okay, perfect. Oh, thank you. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Matt. I saw some people in the chat.
Good, yeah, of course. I'm glad you can see it because sometimes only I can see it, so I'm glad that you can. So is there anything that I missed or anything that you want to add just to kind of like introduce yourself and your business?
No, I think you got it all.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, very excited. Like I said, glad to have you. Yeah, let's get started. Okay. So cocktail bombs are these little bombs, right, that you place into your drink. Where did this idea come from? I think it's brilliant and super cool, but I've never heard of anything of the sort. And so where did this idea come from?
Well, do you know what a hot chocolate bomb is? So I used to make those things, and then I was like, what am I going to do next? Because, of course, people don't really drink hot chocolate in the summer. Well, maybe.
Sure.
But
yeah. Full chocolate, maybe, right?
Yeah. So I started researching online, and I found an article about a bartender in Brooklyn that had made like cocktail bombs for a bar in New York City as a special edition. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. So I was like, how do I make this? So then I checked out some recipes. They were all really horrible. And then
You said horrible?
Yeah, all the recipes online, they were all like not good at all.
Yeah.
So then I played around with some ingredients online for about a month, and then I made the recipe that we have now, and I launched it.
That's so cool. So how long has this business been rocking and rolling?
We launched on March 19th.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's amazing because I think when I first talked to you, one of my brother's friends was here and she was like, yeah, my friends have had those. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hadn't heard of them before I like found you. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And it was probably in like April. So people were already using them. That's so cool.
Yeah, maybe they found me on TikTok or.
That's where I came across you in the first place too. That's super cool. So such an awesome place to start. I feel like TikTok is like the way for everything, especially for marketing and everything right now.
Yes.
So did you have any background at all in like entrepreneurship or having your own business?
Well, I mean, with the hot chocolate bombs, yes. So I could definitely say that I had a lot of experience, like.
Were you selling them? You were selling them? Oh, okay.
So it would be there.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought you were just like making them for fun.
No, I was selling them. So.
Gotcha. That's cool. So were you making really like cool and decadent ones?
Yes.
Okay, I saw a lot of those on TikTok too. Those were cool. I tried to make them at home and they tasted good, but they looked so not good.
Oh no.
They were not the best. But they tasted good. The hot chocolate.
They tasted good.
Yeah, no, exactly. So when it comes to starting a new business, I think one of the big things that holds people back is like finances, because they're like, okay, well, I'm going to have to like really invest into my business. And some people aren't comfortable doing that. So when you were like, okay, I want to launch something, even if it was your hot chocolate bomb business initially, how did you like go into funding? Were you like, okay, I'm going to set this money aside to put into my business? You kind of went like full force to invest in yourself, or you're kind of just figuring it out as you go? Because I think that's something that hinders people.
I think I kind of just figured it out as I like went with it.
Totally, yeah.
So what happened is, you know, I don't know if you have Bulk Barn in the US.
What's it called?
Bulk Barn. Okay,
I don't
so
know
it's
what
like
that is.
it's like this store where you can buy like things in bulk,
Like
in big
Costco, I guess. Do you guys have Costco or BJ's?
Yeah, it's not like Costco, because like you have yourself. Like there's like big bags of stuff, and then you scoop it, and then they weigh it.
That sounds cool. Okay, no, we don't have that.
Okay, so anyways, I was with my boyfriend, and I was like, oh, I saw these things, hot chocolate bombs, because I actually, before that, I used to make cakes, like custom cakes, and I used to sell them on Marketplace on Facebook.
Very cool. Okay, so you have a lot of experience in the entrepreneurship field.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I forgot to mention that. So
yeah,
we went to
that's great.
Bulk Barn, and I was like, I'm gonna try making these things. I'm gonna try selling them like online. Let's see what happens. And then I bought some chocolate, and I had like $60 worth of chocolate. And he's like, are you sure you should buy $60 worth of chocolate? Like that seems like a lot. Like, are you sure this is gonna sell? And I'm like, yeah, don't worry, trust me. And then anyways, long story short, we started buying huge 20-kilogram bags at Costco. So
that's crazy.
And
yeah,
so it's like I started from one little bag of chocolate from that day, and I grew it into like this cocktail bomb shop, like to investing into like our production space and everything.
Sure. So I know everything is being created right now in Montreal. Do you now rent out a space that's separate, or are you doing things from your house?
Oh, I haven't been doing things from home for a really, really long time.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Since the beginning of the hot chocolate bombs. So.
That's awesome. So you have like a kitchen and like just a space to create and do all that jazz?
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Oh, that's awesome. I feel like that makes it so much more professional, and like being in your own space, like in your element there too. I mean, being in your house is definitely where to start, but like when you have your own space, then you know that like you're making that investment and it's like real deal.
Yeah, I love having the space too. So
totally. Yeah, that's a future goal of mine right now. I'm in my bedroom when I do my interviews, but that's a goal within the next couple months to have like a studio space to just do all these things, and I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah. So, check in a couple months and I'll be somewhere else.
It's really freeing, like when you know you have a space to go to.
Yeah, no, definitely. I can't wait for that. Soon. When it comes to like the coloring and the flavoring of your cocktail bombs, you kind of shared that you were messing with like different recipes and all of that. I guess first, before we even get into that, do you want to share about the flavors of cocktail bombs that you have?
Yeah, so right now we have 7 flavors: margarita, peach Bellini, mimosa, pina colada, blue raspberry, mojito, and what's my other one? Oh my god, I have like a raspberry orange.
Oh no, perfect. But for people who don't know, none of the cocktail bombs contain alcohol.
No.
Okay, so do you want to explain kind of how those work then?
Okay, so what you do is it's like a little, oh my god, I don't have one on me right now.
That's okay.
But it's like a little, it looks like a mini bath bomb actually.
Yes,
and
it does.
Then you take like a cup of sparkling water, or you can use champagne, anything like that, anything bubbly. You drop it in, and then it makes like a little explosion as if it was in a bath, and then it adds like flavoring to your drink.
Right, so instead of like buying all the things with all the calories or adding all the juice, the flavor's already there for you. So, and that's a really cool thing that you just said, is sometimes you can put it in sparkling water. So for people that don't drink, mocktails are an option as well.
Yeah, like a lot of people are contacting me, like pregnant women, people like that, and it's a good option for them.
Yeah, totally. And you still have something that tastes good and it's fizzy. Would it be something that you could also place in like vodka or like in liquor, or would that not work as well?
No, because of like the chemical reaction that it does.
Okay.
Because like the bubbles in like the sparkling water make it bubble.
Yes.
And stuff. And the alcohol has no oxygen, so it just kind of melts.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Well, I'm glad I asked because I totally would have been like, I mean, of course I would ask in the interview, but I was like, oh, I don't know what I'd mix it with. That's good to know, but it sounds delicious. I can't wait to try them. So when it comes to like messing with like the colors, the flavoring, and recipes, how do you know when like it's right and what you want? Do you have to go through like a whole process and it takes you a while to kind of like figure it out, or you've just been messing with things that you had already?
Well, I mean, I know like kind of like a base, like what goes good with what flavors
Sure.
for me personally, but like when I try new recipes, like new flavors, I often just ask the people around me, like, is this good? Do you like this one better? And I make a couple of variations and I ask people's opinions.
Yeah,
Obviously, everyone has different taste buds, so it's kind
totally.
of hard. But normally, I just rely on like my gut feeling and what I like. Since
Yeah, and I mean, if someone doesn't like it, that's okay,
yeah,
but most people will. I think it's a very creative idea, and like I said, especially because there's an aspect of it being like a bubbly, fun drink, especially around like graduation times or like, all the excited people are getting engaged. Like, there's so many exciting occasions all the time for champagne and for bubbly of any sort. So I think it's
yeah.
such a fun idea to switch it up a little bit. So all of your bombs, like you said, look like little bath bombs, like small little bubble kind of things. Have you ever, would you ever do like different shaped bath bombs, like do a different kind of mold?
Yes, but
That was
in
just
the
a me thought. I just thought it was cool.
yeah, definitely. We're looking into it now to see how we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, you just started so recently, so that's definitely really cool that you're doing so well already and already building such a community. In regards to marketing, because you are such a new business, what like platforms have you used the most and you think have been the most beneficial?
So I think that TikTok is what made everything like boom.
Yeah.
Because of the viral videos. And now I think that TikTok it's a good platform. It's just your videos don't always get as many views all the
Sure.
time,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little bit frustrating. But I find a lot more people on Instagram see your stuff all the time than on TikTok. So now I feel like my marketing is gravitating towards like Instagram and the reels kind of.
Yeah, no, and I think that a lot of people follow off of TikTok too. So even if they come across it, because I don't even know if I like just type in small businesses sometimes when I'm like reaching out to different people or like figuring out what cool things, other people are up to. And I don't even know if the video I came across on your TikTok was recent. Like it might have been something because I feel like they play them back, when it ends up on your For You page. So there's so many opportunities at some point for like people to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And TikTok for a while was like super, super popular, and it still will be, but I feel like that's a good way to get started, and then there's other means of like using it.
Yeah, I
So,
think at the end of the day, you just have to use all of them.
yeah, definitely. So are you guys shipping only within Canada, or people are allowed to order from you from all over the place?
From all over the place, but mostly the orders are Canada and US.
Yeah, that makes sense. The more you build, then you'll definitely get some of those international orders, but that's good. Very cool. So I think something that's really big and for people to think about, especially when they're shipping a product somewhere, is like their logo and their packaging. So how did you go through that process? Like kind of like coming up with your logo and then figuring out how you wanted to send things out and how you wanted it to look when people received it.
So I don't know if you knew, but all the packaging is eco-friendly.
Yeah, I did. That's awesome.
Um, so I wanted it to be no plastic, obviously, because I find it's useless to have plastic packaging right now. um, so I started off with a plain box with just the logo in the middle, a little circle, like really just plain. And I guess people seem to like it, but it was
Yeah.
really, really simple. Like really like everything was like the craft paper look. And like now recently we just started adding some color to the packaging because we're in stores.
That's so cool. Yeah, congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you. So we added a lot of colors. I don't know if you saw the latest packaging. It's in some of my reels.
I think I did. Yes.
So it's still eco-friendly, but it's very colorful now. So
Yeah, but I think like your logo is really nice, but there's not too much going on, like simplicity, but it's nice and you can like the cocktail being poured with a little bottle. Like it's smart, you know? But I
Yeah.
feel like simplicity is key because even when some people see certain packaging or something that's too much and it's overwhelming, they don't even know where to start.
No, they don't. So I want to keep it simple, but now we have like enough color to attract people to be like curious in the store. Because obviously, when you're ordering online, you know what it is, but in the store, you have to kind of
Right. Right.
like look at it. So
No, totally. I think that's smart and strategic and like the types of things that you learn the more and more you build your business. So that's awesome. In regards to when people place orders, how do sets look? Do they come in sets of 2, sets of 4? I know you have like a pack of each bomb.
yeah, so for right now, it's either a 4-pack of any of the flavors, or a 6-pack of any of the flavors, or even a 9-pack, which we actually just added this week.
That's cool.
Or else they can do the variety pack, which is just the 6 different original flavors.
I love it. Oh my gosh. And are you always like, I would be doing this. Are you always like concocting new ideas for like other flavors you want to build in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fun. And I think you've done a really good job with, like, I haven't tried them yet. I can't wait. But having your own, like, spin, I'm assuming, on people's favorite drinks.
Yes.
You know,
So
some of the most popular. So that's very strategic and really cool. So is this currently what you're doing full time, or are you still working and doing something else also?
well, right now, this is my full-time job, but I do go to school.
Oh,
And
awesome. Good.
yeah, so um, we'll see in September what happens. But
Yeah.
for now, this is my full-time job.
No, that's awesome. I feel like there's so many people who are still working their full time job and then building their business or in school and doing both. But that's really good. Good for you. And what are your goals for the future? Are you hoping to like go to school and get another job and have this as a side gig, or you're hoping to make this overall,
No,
even after school, your full time?
yeah, I want this to be my full-time.
Very exciting. That'd be awesome. And would you go back, you think, to be doing any of the hot chocolate bombs as well? Like kind of adding that to your shop when it gets cold, or you're kind of over that?
I wanted to, but the thing is that the production process is like so different
Yeah.
that it's not gonna work. And chocolate's also a lot more like fragile, and like it's a whole different set of ingredients. And
Yeah. Especially if you're shipping it and like it wouldn't be your fault. Like you'd put it in the package and it looks lovely. And then the person receives it because the UPS man threw it into the truck and it's not your fault, but then it's broken and it's, you know.
yeah, then you have to pay. It's
Yeah.
well,
And you don't get the same effect. So I feel like that totally makes sense. That's a good thought. Good thought. So if you were to describe yourself either as an entrepreneur or as a person, this is usually one of the hardest questions that I ask people because they really have to think about it. But what would be 3 words that you would use to describe yourself as a person or, like I said, as an entrepreneur? Or you can also say words that you think if you need, like that other people would use to describe you too.
okay. Let me see.
It's a good one because it makes you think.
Okay. Well, I think creative.
Yeah.
Um.
And why would you say creative? I think I agree with you just from even what I've seen, but that's awesome.
Because I feel like I'm really like involved in like the creative side, like the videos, the recipes. Like I'm very involved in everything that has to do with like creating something.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Whereas like
Love it.
I'm less into like production and like logistics and all that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, so I would rather be doing like creative stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? I guess hardworking too.
Yeah.
Because I work all the time.
Totally. That's good.
And a third one. I don't know. I feel like I should ask my boyfriend.
You can ask him. You can ask him. It's hard. You can ask him. Totally.
I don't know where he is. He'll come back. But let me see.
I feel like you said hardworking, but I feel like driven. This is a big thing with like a lot of entrepreneurs, but I think it's cool, and I didn't know this about you, that you've kind of gone from like, hey, I like to work for myself, I like to figure it out, but I use my creativity to figure out another way to work for myself, like another way to make this work, you know? So going from the cakes to the hot chocolate bombs to this, it shows that you have drive to be successful and like produce a product that's beneficial and fun and creative for other people. So that's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say like perseverance, but the
Yeah.
thing is that I've never like really felt like giving up because I just
Yeah.
always like have fun through my different ventures. Like everything
Totally.
I do is kind of, it's not, I'm not like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this is, you know, and this is gonna be my job. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this because I don't like, I want to do something cool now.
Sure. And bringing something different to the table. I mean, I feel like the most important thing when you have your own business is that you enjoy it. Like, I interview people and talk with all these new people that I connect with from all over regularly because for me, it's so fun to connect and build community and, like, you know, meet new people and learn about what inspires them to keep kind of like I've been in a place so many times where I'm like, wanting to give up or just like not even never wanting to give up, but like not believing in myself enough, but like talking to different entrepreneurs and connecting is like a great way for me to be like, girl, you got this, you know.
Yeah.
So, a little spiel on my life. Oh my gosh. So we talked about marketing and just like the usage of social media to promote your business. What would you say is the importance of consistency with that?
Well, I think it's important to be consistent so people don't forget who you are and like what you have to offer.
Right.
I also think it's important to be consistent because, like, even like just like to get new buyers, like,
Yeah.
if they see it, like they're gonna realize how cool it is. So maybe people that are undecided, aren't sure if they want to try it, it'll maybe motivate them to try it. And also, it allows you to reach new audiences.
Totally. I agree. Yep. And do you think that word of mouth has been really beneficial with your business as well?
I think so.
I've heard that for a lot of small businesses that really helps a lot when people like it and they're like, oh my gosh, you should get this.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of that because sometimes there's like on the website you can see where people come from.
Yeah.
And I can see like a lot of people, they just like typed in the site and came. So I'm assuming like maybe like a friend talked to them about it or, you
They
know.
must have seen it somewhere. Yeah, no, definitely. That's really cool.
And also my product, I think a lot of people share it with their friends and family. I don't think a lot of people like get it for personal. Well, maybe some do, but I think a lot of people plan on sharing it, having a party with it. So
yeah, especially now that like COVID's not as, you know, we're getting better. People, even if you use a different straw, might be more comfortable trying different drinks. So like you said, you bring it to a party, everyone has a different one and you all try them and then figure out which one you like the best. I think it's a very fun thing to have in a situation of that sort. That's good.
Yeah.
So I just lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, are you, at this point in your business, are you doing most things completely on your own or do you have other people that work with you?
Yeah, we have a staff that works with us
good.
now. My boyfriend helps a lot though. So he helps a lot with like the more boring things, like the logistics and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then we have some people that help us like make the bombs, like a production team and like shipping and, you know.
Awesome. No, yeah, that's so nice. That's so nice. I remember what I was going to say. When you drop the bombs into either like the sparkling water or to the champagne, are they very sweet or they're not? I'm just curious about that.
Well, I mean, it depends on the person. We all have different tastes.
Totally.
Some people think that they're sweet. Some people think that they're not sweet enough. But I think most of the time they're like a good balance of like sweetness and flavor. Because like you know, like when you're drinking a cocktail and it kind of masks the taste of like the vodka.
Yep.
These do exactly that. So
okay, those are the drinks that we actually like, right? When you can't taste it.
But then if it's someone that actually likes to taste the vodka, then maybe he'll feel like, or she'll feel like it's too sweet. So it really depends on the person. But normally, like most people like it because it masks the taste of the alcohol.
Love that. And I feel like champagne's one that you can drink anyway, but then you get the bubble. I feel like it's so good. I cannot wait to try these. Well, I think this is honestly such a creative idea and so exciting that you're doing so well in such a short amount of time. So we'll honestly finish up pretty quickly, but do you have any tips just for people going after, like wanting to start a new business or just have a big idea and don't know where to start, just for new entrepreneurs or people going after a dream?
I think you should just do whatever you think is fun and just have fun with it. Because if you feel like it's work and like it's a chore to do it, then it's never going to work.
No,
Because to have your own business, you have to like be ready to put in like hundreds of hours, like a week. So
yeah, totally. You have to push, right? It's like you have to
yeah,
have that passion behind it. And I think this is such a big thing, especially when you're making videos and people get to know you too as like the owner of a business. It's like people can see through your bull. Like they know when you're not into it. So it's like they want to like grow with and buy from someone who is enjoying
yeah,
what they're doing.
yeah. Like I'm really into my stuff. So
No, it's really, really such a creative idea. Right when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to try these. They look like so much fun. I'm really excited for you and to continue watching your journey and see how you grow. I know you'll continue to flourish and blossom, and it's very, very exciting.
okay, well, yeah. Thank you so much for inviting me on your show.
Of course, you're welcome. I'm so glad that we got to connect. I will send you the recording, and then for anyone that missed it, can also watch our interview on YouTube under Elko Community Building, or it'll be on my IGTV. Where can people find you? This is the last thing, and I'll just tag you at the end. Where can people find you on social media?
They can find me at my handle everywhere is Cocktail Bombshop, and the website is cocktailbombshop.com. So
okay, perfect. I will include that under. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll talk to you soon.
okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.